There was a time when the British people were proud and hopeful when they saw the image of two young royal couples, Prince William and Princess Kate, and Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. They were seen as a new breeze of the British royal family, modern, close, and influential. Their appearance at events always attracted the public, making many people believe that a new era, where the royal family is more connected to the people, was truly beginning. But then cracks quietly appeared. From differences in personality, life views, to huge pressure from the media and royal responsibilities, all gradually created an unbridgeable gap between the two brothers who were once extremely close. The image of the perfect royal quartet of the past disappeared, giving way to rumors, misunderstandings, and hurt. Looking back today, one sees not only a prestigious royal family, but also a very human story about family, about choices, and about the price of being true to oneself in the harsh eyes of the world. The Fab Four era, when the British royal family enters a new era. In 2018, when American actress Meghan Markle officially became a member of the British royal family after her fairy tale wedding with Prince Harry, the public everywhere believed that this would be a turning point for the younger generation of royals. Together with Prince William and Princess Kate Middleton, the four were expected to create an image of a modern, open, and closer royal family than ever before. Their appearances at events, their friendly smiles, their meaningful humanitarian projects, all of which have made the British media affectionately call them the Fab Four. They are seen as a symbol of unity and youthful spirit in the heart of a royal family that has been tied to hundreds of years of tradition. But behind that halo, differences gradually appear. From their working style, their approach to the media, to their views on royal life, there are some awkward silences between them. Small details, seemingly harmless at first glance, quietly open a new chapter, where companionship gradually gives way to distance, and the fabulous four is no longer as complete as it was in the beginning. Differences in views on royal roles. According to royal observers, the rift between the two couples began with differences in views on the roles and responsibilities of each person in the royal family. Prince William and Duchess Kate, who will one day become the future king and queen, have always been aware of the importance of tradition, of strictly adhering to rules that have existed for hundreds of years. They believe that stability and a standard image are the foundation for maintaining public trust in the monarchy. Meanwhile, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have a different view. They want more freedom to choose their own activities, actively cooperate with the media, and express their own personalities in a world that is too structured. Meghan, with a background in Hollywood, is used to using her personal image to connect with the public, while Harry, who has suffered a lot from the attention of the press, wants to protect the privacy of his family. These two paths are not wrong, but they are completely opposite. One represents the continuation of tradition, the other desires innovation and breaking the limits. And it is this difference, in an environment where every action is under the public spotlight, that gradually turns small gaps into increasingly deep cracks in the relationship between members of the royal family. Rumors and internal tensions. As the wedding of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle approaches, the atmosphere within the British royal family is becoming heavier than ever. British media has been reporting on simmering tensions between aides, backroom staff, and members of the royal family. Some reports have suggested that Meghan has a perfectionist and demanding work style, while others have defended her, saying that Meghan is just trying to adapt to a strict environment where every action and word must be carefully considered. No one outside really knows what happened, but stories leaked from inside sources are quickly exploited by the media. And gradually, the image of the four perfect, a symbol of unity and youth, begins to falter. Major newspapers have been speculating about conflicts between Meghan and Kate. One was described as an outsider seeking a place in a long-standing tradition, the other as the future heir to the throne. Although the two never publicly criticized or acted in discord, the wave of rumors continued to spread, causing the public to begin to look at the royal family not only with admiration, but also with curiosity and suspicion. The decision to leave the royal family, a historic turning point in 2020. In January 2020, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle surprised the world when they announced their withdrawal from their roles as senior members of the British royal family. The announcement was posted on their social media as a media explosion, marking the rare time in modern history that a senior member of the royal family chose to leave their position and privileges. Harry and Meghan said they wanted to be financially independent and build a separate life where they could raise their children in a free environment with less pressure from the media and royal rules. They wanted to be proactive in humanitarian activities, social projects, and shape their own path instead of being bound by the traditional royal framework. For the British royal family, this was not only shocking news, but also a big challenge in terms of image and internal solidarity. The media described this decision as an earthquake at Buckingham Palace. However, from another perspective, many people believe that the departure of Harry and Meghan also helped to cool down the tensions that had lasted for a long time before. From here, two separate paths were opened. William and Kate continued to shoulder the responsibilities of the royal family, while Harry and Meghan began a new journey where they could live true to their choices, free but also full of challenges. Two different paths. When the four perfect are no longer together. After officially leaving the royal family, Harry and Meghan began a new life in the U.S., away from the flashbulbs of Buckingham Palace. They focused on building their own image through large-scale collaborative projects with Netflix, Spotify, and social activities under the Archwell Foundation. The couple focused on topics such as mental health, equality, and social impact, issues they believe have not received enough attention in the traditional royal environment. Unlike their time in the UK, Harry and Meghan have chosen to keep their personal lives private. They do not use their own social networks, limit sharing family photos, and strictly control what is published, as a way to protect the privacy of themselves and their children after years of being surrounded by the media. In the UK, Prince William and Duchess Kate Middleton continue to take on the central role of the royal family. They have become the face of the next generation, both preserving traditional values and trying to modernize the royal image. From appearing regularly at public events, to opening their own YouTube channel and sharing everyday moments with their children, William and Kate are building a royal family that is more friendly and closer to the people, especially the young. Two different paths, two opposing choices. One leaves to find freedom, the other stays to preserve tradition. Although they are no longer together as before, both are still writing their own journeys, each pursuing a different ideal, but both leaving a deep mark in the history of the modern British royal family. Media storm after leaving, when private stories become the focus of the world. After leaving the royal family, it was thought that Harry and Meghan's life would be calmer, but the reality was completely opposite. In 2022, their documentary series released on Netflix made waves globally. In this series, the couple shared frankly about the pressures, misunderstandings, and hurts they experienced when they were members of the royal family. Many people sympathized, thinking that Harry and Meghan were just speaking out after a long period of silence. However, there were also many criticisms, saying that they had made their relationship with their family even more distant. Not stopping there, in early 2023, Prince Harry's memoir, Spare, was officially released, revealing many untold details about his childhood, royal life, and the relationship between the two princes. The book quickly became a publishing phenomenon, but at the same time, it also created a wave of fierce controversy. Although Harry affirmed that this was a true account from a personal perspective, each page made the public once again delve into the question, what really happened between the people who were once considered the symbol of unity of the British royal family? From the stories in the documentary to the narrative lines in the memoir, people gradually realized that the perfect four of the past have now divided into two different worlds. One side continues to stick to the tradition and royal duties. The other side chooses the path of freedom, where they can write their own story, even if it comes at the cost of a distance that is not easy to heal. Rare reunions when the distance remains. In September 2022, the passing of Queen Elizabeth II plunged the entire UK into mourning. In the midst of that sad atmosphere, the image of Prince William, Princess Kate, Prince Harry, and Meghan Markle appearing together at Windsor Castle deeply moved the public. Four people who were once close to each other now walked together. That moment made many people hope for a reconciliation, even if only in silence. However, according to many later sources, that meeting was mainly symbolic, an act of solidarity needed during the country's national mourning period. After the funeral ended, the members quickly returned to their private lives and their interactions seemed to return to their original distance. At the coronation of King Charles III in 2023, the image of Prince Harry appearing alone, while Meghan stayed in the U.S. with her two young children, caused a stir in public opinion. Many believed Meghan's absence was to avoid overshadowing the royal family's grand event. Others see it as clear evidence that the gap between the two sides has not yet been narrowed. Although there are no more public arguments, the silence between the two sides speaks volumes. Perhaps the friendship of the past is still there, just obscured by time, by differences and choices that no one can easily reverse. Two paths, two choices. It has been more than 5 years since the phrase Meg-Sit became the global focus, and the journeys of the two young royal couples have now completely diverged. Prince William and Duchess Kate Middleton are now symbols of stability and continuity. They are considered the future pillars of the British royal family, gradually preparing for their roles as king and queen. With their calm demeanor, standard behavior, and warm family image, William and Kate bring a sense of reassurance to the public, as proof that royal traditions are still firmly preserved in changing times. Meanwhile, on the other side of the Atlantic, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle represent a different perspective. Modern, independent, and daring to speak their own voice. They focus on developing their media careers, social activities, and humanitarian projects, with the desire to use their influence to promote values such as freedom, equality, and human rights. Despite facing many controversies, they remain steadfast on the chosen path, a free life, not limited by royal rituals and traditions. Those two paths, although opposite, have their own meanings. One side is a symbol of inheritance and responsibility. The other side is a voice for change and personal aspirations. And it is these two choices, keeping tradition or seeking freedom, that clearly reflect the transformation journey of the British royal family in the 21st century, a dynasty that still respects the past, but cannot stand outside the changes of the times.